Hikaru blushed all kinds of red and quickly kissed Karu. He nibbled on Karu's lip, begging for entrance, which was granted instantly. The two fought for dominance, and this time Karu won, and he explored the elder's marvelous mouth.
Karu tangled his hands in Hikaru's hair, and Hikaru hugged Karu's waist.
Hikaru pulled away, then climbed over Karu and started to kiss his neck while grinding his brother. Hikaru,
Karu moaned as Hikaru pressed their cocks harder. Oh, Karu,
Hikaru removed his clothing and off removed what was left of Karu's. Hikaru wrapped his hand around Karu's erection and pumped it.
Karu bucked his hips.
Hikaru
gasped as Hikaru gripped tighter and moved faster.
Hikaru took his hand away and started kissing the top tip and sucking on it. Hikaru, please.
Karu moaned as wanted Hikaru so badly.
Hikaru took Karu in whole and bobbed his head fast with his lips tight around Karu's cock. Hikaru.
Karu moaned uncontrollably. He never thought his own brother would actually do this to him. Karu bucked his hips, thrusting into Hikaru's mouth, which surprisingly Hikaru didn't stop him.
Hikaru, I'm gonna come. Hikaru sped up his pace and held Karu's hips down so he wouldn't thrust anymore. Hikaru!
Karu moaned loudly as he came in Hikaru's mouth.
Hikaru swallowed every last drop then looked up at Karu.
That was fast.
Hikaru gave Karu a devilish smirk and quickly shoved two fingers into Karu's entrance, causing Karu to moan in pain. Hikaru, stop. Please, it hurts.
Karu felt as a wave of pain washed over him.
Please. Hikaru shoved his third finger in and let Karu adjust to him. He slowly moved his fingers in and out of Karu and pumped his cock as he did so. Hikaru, God, yes. Hikaru realized he hit Karu's prostate and grinned. Hikaru kept his fingers in that spot and rubbed Karu's prostate. Hikaru leaned up and made out with Karu while he rammed his fingers into Karu's prostate. Hikaru scissored his fingers to prepare Karu for his cock. Hikaru slid his fingers out and positioned himself so he was in front of Karu's entrance. Hikaru slowly thrust him in, and Karu moaned in pain. Hikaru, you're too big. It hurts. Hikaru continued in slow motion and closed his eyes tight.
God, Karu, you're so fucking tight.
He moaned and started to ram into Karu. Hikaru leaned down and started to suck and play with Karu's nipples.
Karu forced Hikaru off of him, and Hikaru slid out of him.
Hikaru frowned.
What did you do that for?
Hikaru was cut off by Karu's lips, pressed to his own.
Karu pulled away and slowly lowered himself onto Hikaru. Karu! Karu started bouncing up and down on Hikaru till he slammed himself down hard on Hikaru.
Oh God! Hikaru!
He screamed as Hikaru hit the spot in him that made him overwhelmed in pleasure.
Hikaru started to thrust in Karu and stroked his cock in time with the thrust. Hikaru!
Karu moaned as he came in Hikaru's hand and tightened around Hikaru's cock.
Hikaru thrusted a few more times and screamed out Karu's name as he came deep inside of him.
Karu got up off of Hikaru, then put his fingers in Hikaru's mouth.
It's your turn. Hikaru nodded and took the fingers in his mouth and sucked while his brother toyed with him.
Karu pulled his fingers out and slowly put one digit into his brother's entrance, and then another, till all three fingers were in his brother. This hurt!
Hikaru whimpered.
Kaoru smiled and started to move his fingers in and out of Hikaru in scissor motion. Kaoru! Kaoru started to suck on Hikaru, hardened erection, slowly bobbing his head up and down, making sure not to take in the full length. He then pulled away and put Hikaru's legs on his shoulders.
Hikaru felt as something wet entered him and he started to moan, and he soon realized it was Kaoru's tongue. Hikaru moaned uncontrollably at the feeling, but started to get annoyed by the constant teasing.
Kaoru, don't tease me, please.
Hikaru's cheeks turned a bright red. But Hikaru, it's so fun to tease you when you make it so easy.
He looked at Hikaru and eyes smiled devilishly. Please, Kaoru, just fuck me already.
Hikaru pleaded. His cheeks started to burn.
Kaoru leaned in close to Hikaru's ear and whispered,
Beg me.
Kaoru licked and lightly bit Hikaru's ears. Please, Kaoru, fuck me. I need you inside me. I want you inside me. Please, Kaoru. Kaoru felt his cock twitch as his brother begged, and without a second thought, he thrust into Hikaru.
Oh, God. And you said I was the fucking tight one.
Kaoru moaned and continued to slam into Hikaru, hitting his posterior each time he...
His prostate each time. Hikaru...
Don't judge.
Hikaru moaned Kaoru's name every time he hit his prostate, till he felt himself close to climax.
Kaoru reached to the nightstand into a drawer and pulled out a ring. Kaoru, please don't.
Hikaru begged at the sight of the ring. He winced as he felt Kaoru put the ring on Hikaru to prevent him from coming. He reached down to try and take it off, but Kaoru pinned his arms above his head.
Kaoru continued to slam into Hikaru. Kaoru, harder, faster, please.
Hikaru moaned.
Kaoru smiled, then flipped Hikaru over so he was on hands and knees, and then slammed into him hard and fast. Oh God, Kaoru!
Hikaru moaned.
Kaoru felt himself close to his climax, so he took the ring off Hikaru and came seconds later, staining the sheets. Kaoru continued to slam into Hikaru till he came deep inside of Hikaru.
Hikaru collapsed onto the bed and Kaoru followed as he fell on Hikaru still deep within him. Hikaru, I love you.
He panted and breathed heavily. The two were covered in a thin layer of sweat.
Once Hikaru had calmed his breathing, he smiled and replied with a yawn.
I love you too, Kaoru. Always have and always will.
Hikaru was so exhausted he fell asleep.
Kaoru smiled and fell asleep as well, not having nearly enough energy to pull out of Hikaru. End.
The end.